Sit yourself in there, mister.
Yeah, that's all right, isn't it? I'll just put the heating on.
Because we can.
Because we can.
Yes. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our PiPsCast. Yes, we'll just get straight in there and say it's been about a month since we've put anything up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Was kind of our intention to take a break at the beginning of the year, not a one this long, but everything is absolutely fine. Both myself and Darren and Max
And everybody.
are absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And thank you to everybody who's got in touch. We did put a community post up on YouTube, but I think some people haven't seen it.
Well, we understand as well that some people don't see it because...
Yeah, because you might be watching it on the TV or...
Yeah, things like that.
Stuff like that, yeah.
So we get that.
Yeah, we get that.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for any concern. Well, we didn't want anybody to be concerned.
No,
not at all.
which is what's happened a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has happened.
Yeah.
We didn't want anybody to be concerned, but we were as you said, we intended to take a little bit of a break, which we did do, but that break turned into something a little bit different, and then we just had to kind of run with it.
Yeah.
And the trouble there was that we didn't really know how to run with it at the time. To put a little bit of context on that, it's basically just our house here
In the UK.
in the UK, which is where we are now.
Yeah. We're in the UK.
We're in the UK. So we had to make decisions quite quickly and organise travel quite quickly. And I mean, the house is fine. It hasn't blown away yet.
I think we've had 3 storms in the short time we've been here.
Yeah, it's been a bit stormy, which has been a bit of a concern as well.
Yeah.
As you might know, you probably do, our children live in this house here in the UK.
Yeah.
So our main concern at the time was to get back to the UK and get the roof fixed.
Yeah, because there's an issue with the roof.
There's an issue with the roof. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit because we
we're just trying to catch everybody up really quickly.
Trying to catch up, yeah. It's been a bit of a one, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, the end of December, I think, was the last video that we put out. And then from there, obviously in the UK, the weather is bad. The rain was coming through the roof. Our son was living upstairs with water coming in to his bedroom, dripping through. We had to make a decision and kind of go. So it was a case of the last thing, I suppose, on our minds was to do another YouTube video.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and we also had concerns about, obviously, we don't know how long we're going to be in the UK. We know nothing. We knew nothing. We still really don't really know what to do.
Yeah, we don't know how everything's going to unfold out.
We don't. No.
So in the short time that we've been back, we kind of thought we could hit the ground running. We have, as Darren says, an issue with the roof, but we don't have any savings or any money that we can just get it fixed or replaced. Replaced is the scary option that is kind of keeps coming up every time that we get somebody to come and look.
Yeah, we've had 3 or 4 people, maybe more, come to view it and give us
quotes and estimates.
Yeah, on it, and those quotes and estimates vary and quite considerably. But also the ones that are giving the more expensive quote are saying don't go with the cheaper quotes because you won't have guarantees.
Yeah.
And they don't pay VAT, so there's no paper trail. Long story.
Yeah.
So there's been a lot of, and as Elaine said, we don't have the money just to put a new roof on.
Yeah. So we kind of, in our urgency to get back here, kind of figured we could come back. Both of us are fit and able. We could get some jobs to pay for the repairs that are needed to be done.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at the moment. Yeah. It was compounded and escalated with a completely separate leak that happened in the bathroom.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
As we were like on our journey back.
the house just started leaking all over.
We were like, oh my God, there's not going to be anything standing when we get back.
Yeah, the house is falling apart and we're here in Portugal. Yeah.
But it's just, life throws you these things and you just have to go with it. We are absolutely in awe of the life that we have managed to have in Portugal so far. We're not definitely not saying it's over. It's just slightly on pause, hopefully for a couple of months. And we just have to give priority to our family. Every single time that's what's going to happen. We'll give priority to our family whenever they need us. So that's kind of what's happened. So where are we at the moment?
Well, that's it. I think we're still a little bit in not knowing what we're doing, which is again why we haven't managed to we haven't had our head in YouTube land at all, really. As I'm sure you'll understand, it's been a bit of a whirlwind, considering that considering firstly that we're leaving Portugal, considering secondly the things that involves, like getting Max organised with his with the vet, just small travel. Little things, but lots of little things on your brain. Actually, how are we going to do the travel? Considering we didn't really want to do it by boat because we didn't have a good experience the last time we did it on the ferry. Right, we've got to drive, car insurance. Everything just became very quickly compounded on top of each other, and all of these thoughts on how are we going to get back to our house, which is falling down around our children's ears, which it wasn't, but that's how we felt. So it all became very much compounded in our minds, didn't it?
It did, yes.
How are we going to do it? So where are we now?
Yeah.
Well, we're in England. We are fine. As Elaine said at the very beginning, everything's great. We are looking for jobs. Well, we're still getting quotes. It's all a bit messy.
Yeah, it's all a bit mixed. We're trying to do everything at once. We are trying to do the leak that was separate to the roof.
Yeah, that's fixed.
In the time we've been here, I've sort of redone the bathroom, so it needed a new flooring. It needed repairs from where the plumber ripped parts of the bathroom apart.
Yeah,
so I've been focusing on that. Yeah. You've been focusing on getting a job, which you've been pretty successful at. But there's lots of things that have changed in the time that we've been away. For us, it feels like we've been not living in the UK for quite a substantial amount of time, but in reality it's only been about 18 months. But we've come back into it and it seems to be quite different. Completely different situation. That's probably partly us as well, because if you think you make a choice to stop working, like we had retired basically, and so you step out of a work situation and your mind steps out of a work situation. So then when it's like thrust upon you, we can physically do it. We've been having a few like, oh my God, do I actually want to do it? Well, we have to do it. Can we do it? All of those questions are just like swirling and swirling. So that's pretty much it, isn't
So I got offered a job.
You did,
As you said, it's going quite well. But I've been out of work for probably 2 years now. So to go back into work has a lot of its own mental implications. So I'm kind of now going, it's easy when you're in Portugal and you say, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do this, and we'll do this. We're going to go and do all of this, get the roof sorted, everything will be brilliant. Well, we didn't think it would be brilliant, but we didn't think it'd be that easy either.
Yeah, we didn't think it would be that easy.
But it was easy, and it was easy to say that when we were in Portugal, considering, we were confident and upbeat, and we are still confident.
Definitely.
And upbeat, But I think it's probably, there's a lot more things that we maybe hadn't considered as far as working in the UK is concerned. So things have, I don't know, they're probably still where they were in a way. We've got people, our car broke, our Portuguese car broke down as well, another thing.
Crazy, it drove us all the way there with not a hint of anything being wrong. Get up our first morning in the UK and it just wouldn't start at all. So Yeah.
So we had to get a car. We've bought a car in the UK, which is something we're not expensive. No, not
no
at all.
No bells and whistles.
Honestly, the most simplest thing. But we're trying to manage. So even when we've got here, we're trying to manage that as well.
Yes.
That's become a bit of a thing. Because we need transport here. We can't rely on our children. We need to get ourselves to interviews. The job that I was applying for involves needing a car. So that became...
So you wouldn't have been able to use the Portuguese one because you can't get insurance.
I wouldn't be insured.
To cover that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I had to get an English car anyway to be insured to do the job I wanted to do. So it's been a bit of a whirlwind. Where are we now? We are currently waiting for the mechanic.
Yes, he said
today.
he'll turn up
He's
in an hour.
going to be here in about an hour to hopefully get the Portuguese car up and running. So that's one thing off our minds.
We think we've got somebody to resolve the roof issue.
That's right, yeah,
but
we do.
they won't work in the storms and the winds, and they already have work on their books. So we're now waiting for our slot with them.
Yeah.
So that's good in that respect.
And we're not getting the roof replaced. Because as I said before, we can't afford to get it replaced. So it's going to be repaired. Yeah. So that in itself has implications for longevity of the roof, which also puts another spanner in the way we're thinking about how this is going to
pan out.
That was the word I was trying to think. Yeah, how it's all going to pan out in the end. This is obviously our house where our children live. So, we have to think about that quite considerably as well. Yeah. So a lot of things. Where are we now? Probably the same place that we were when we first got here. That's it.
Because nothing sort of physical has happened, but I think we're a lot further in the process of getting everything resolved.
We are. And maybe mentally.
Yeah.
In some ways we're mentally further forward. Yeah. So apologies for the disappearance on YouTube, absolutely, and thank you so much for your concern. We really didn't expect that. Honestly, we didn't. But then we didn't know what to expect. We weren't really in any frame of mind.
We didn't really think about expecting anything. We just reacted and went.
We reacted, absolutely. We did. We kind of reacted. We went with it. And we kind of go, here we are a couple of weeks later and we haven't said anything to you guys. Yeah,
because it doesn't feel like a month.
No, it's been a month since the last video, pretty much exactly. I just checked. The last video was on the 30th of December.
That was and we're 1st of Feb.
We're 1st of Feb now, so the whole of January, we haven't put a video out. Which in the scheme of things is not a long time, but we understand that you guys have subscribed and you expect a video, or not expect
once, twice a week,
but you kind of hope for a video. It's become a routine. We get that, and that's another thing. We were kind of like, oh my goodness, we need to get on and maybe get ourselves organised as far as YouTube is concerned, as far as you guys are concerned. So where are we now? We're getting the car fixed, hopefully getting the car fixed today. Guys coming for the roof, I think next week. They're coming to fix the roof. Okay. We're still waiting. Waiting for the email or confirmation. We're still waiting for that. We're here still looking for a role, a job, and as I said, I'm not sure about. I haven't really said about my job. I'm not really sure yet. We're still discussing it. Yeah. But that's
might sound strange to say. Darren applied for 3 jobs. He was offered his second. One that you were you didn't really get interviewed for the first one because when you turned up they said, don't know why they've asked you to come in because we haven't got any jobs. Which was a bit of a annoyance.
A bit annoying.
But then you were offered the first job you applied for, basically.
Pretty much the one that was available.
Me, nobody wants me.
Well, no, that's it.
I haven't applied for any.
Well, I know, but it's the thing, isn't it? Because and again, as you said earlier, we've been unemployed for I don't say unemployed, retired. Retired, I suppose, for the last sort of 2 years. So again, it's not just simple as going in.
It's not.
And you've forever been self-employed. You've been self-employed for the last 25 years.
15.
15. Okay, sorry.
Not bad.
25. You've been self-employed for a long time.
Yeah.
So again,
I've been out of work for about 4 years. when I retired, and previous to that I was
Okay.
self-employed for 15 years. So let's say for the last 20 years of my life,
That's what I
I'd
was
have
thinking.
no references, no
Yeah.
work references or anything like that.
Yeah. So it puts a bit of a spanner in getting a job as well.
Especially when everything is like, you apply
Everything.
online, everything is just
Yes.
black and white, you know,
It is.
put your CV in, put your qualifications in, put your whatever, and if that doesn't, if my situation doesn't fit
tick the
that,
box,
then
Yeah.
you're not even going to be able to press the submit button to try and do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So just to say, that's where we are.
We haven't disappeared. We know, we absolutely get that we are still in such a privileged position to be able to make a choice as to what to do, you know, to come back to do this. So many people, many people in far worse situations than us. So what we really wanted this message to be was thank you very much for your concern. Thank you very much for sticking with us. And nothing untoward has happened.
No,
it's just
hopefully.
life throwing one of those spanners in there.
Yeah. And I think I know that we started with a bit of a ramble at the beginning of the
Because
video.
we were trying to get our thoughts in order, I think.
Trying to get our thoughts in order because it has been a bit of a whirlwind. That's probably the right word. Literally outside a whirlwind, but in our minds of all the things that we've had to kind of put into place. I suppose, or still trying to put into place as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's been a bit crazy. So that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
But the most important thing that I know everybody is wondering and thinking about is, well, where's Max?
It's just there.
It's just there.
Yeah.
He was absolutely fine. Loved the journey. Loved being here.
Yeah.
Loves the extra attention from his brothers and sisters. He now has a plethora of people lining up to take him out for a walk. If we've popped to the shops, we'll come back and he's not here because he's out in the park or wherever with, you know, the people lined up to love him. So Max is fine.
Yeah, star of the show. He's fine. Yeah.
You better get a shot of him.
I will get a
He's
shot
on
of him.
the setting.
Yeah, I'll get that and pop that in
the
because he's
seat.
proper chilled, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
that's it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully it made a bit of sense.
Yeah. We're not sure
Yeah.
on what kind of schedule we will update videos. They're just going to be us probably sitting here.
I think it's just going to be PiPsCasts for a while, isn't it?
Yeah.
For those people that are interested, just to kind of maybe keep you up to date, you know, of what's happening.
Or if anything interesting happens, then
Yeah.
we'll try and capture that as well.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Take care, and we'll see you
On the next one.
well remembered.
Thank you.
Bye, love. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Did I say bye, love?
You said bye, love.
Cut that out.
No, that's fine. Stay in. It's nice. Okay.
There you go.
Done.
Get a little Mac.